Join us now for more talkSPORT supporter, Man United fan, big fan, Angelina Kelly. Angelina, good morning.
Good morning, Angelina.
Angelina, I'm not exaggerating, last week was diabolical.
Oh, it was horrendous. How you can go... I know there was the international break, but to go from that Liverpool game to the shambles of that Brentford game, it was embarrassing. But I'm almost not surprised.
Really?
Can I ask you a question, Angelina?
Yeah.
I looked at the table and I'm stood in shock here. Manchester United have scored 40 goals. The only teams that have scored less than that are Palace, Everton, Forest, Burnley and Sheffield United. Even Luton have scored more, 43.
Yeah.
That's a big sign, isn't it?
It's not good, and this is what happens when you don't take your forwards seriously. I mean, when was the last time that Manchester United had a competent striker?
20-odd goals, 23, 24 goals.
Van Persie, since Van Persie, it's been downhill. We've not had somebody that you can genuinely trust. I mean, Anthony Martial, the fact that he's still at that club, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is what happens when you don't take, that part of the pitch seriously. Yeah.
Can you see any shot coming the weekend? Liverpool, City have won last night. Arsenal won last night. It was, for me, I thought Liverpool would win the FA Cup tie, but they didn't. Can United galvanise themselves thinking back to that?
I mean, it's such a funny tie because when that tie was announced, I thought, oh, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. And a few people said, things can happen with this Liverpool-Man United game. I don't think that Jurgen Klopp is going to allow that to happen again. I don't see Manchester United getting anything from that game, and that's just me being completely honest.
What do you think? Sorry, Gab. What should Ten Hag do? Should he be cautious and say, guys, go and prove me wrong. You were a disgrace last week. Go and prove me wrong. You beat them here a couple of weeks ago. Go and do it again.
I would like to see that. I mean, we talk so much about Ten Hag and things that he says in press conferences, and I'll be honest, it is delusional at times, so the things that comes out of his mouth, but I would really like to see some strong leadership. And to say something like that, you've done this before, you can do it again. Go and show me what you're capable of.
Problem is, Gab, have you seen United's injury problems? Centre-backs.
Yeah, but everyone's got injuries, so I'm not going to use injuries. But
they don't have a centre-back. I think McTominay's going to have to play there.
They've got Maguire still, haven't they? But what I don't get, Angelina, is that, you watch Aston Villa play, you watch Spurs play. There are two teams that are putting everything on the line to get into the top four, top five. Manchester United do it one week, and next week, like for the Brentford game, you're watching, you're like, this isn't a team that their manager's on them. You've got to win every game to get into the top four. They're playing like, okay, it doesn't matter, don't matter, I'm off it. That's what I can't have his interviews after games, Ten Hag. It's part of the process. We have to keep the process. Don't ruin the process. What's he talking about?
This is the thing, and I've spoken about this before. To be honest, in a press conference, you don't have to throw players under the bus. You don't have to be sensational, but you can come out and say, we are inconsistent with our performances and we need to do better. Or come out and take responsibility yourself. You don't have to go for the players and it become, a big sensational headline, but you also can't sit there and just keep saying it's a process, because Man United fans are a bit unsure of what this process is.
Yeah, it could say last week was unacceptable.
Yeah.
I may have to make several changes.
Yes.
We'll get injury problems. We can't perform like that against Liverpool at home at Old Trafford.
Look at Marco Silva, 3 players off after 30 minutes.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Yeah, but you'd never see Ten Hag do that.
Yeah.
He'd be like, let me wait to 60. Or, do you know what I mean? He's for me, he's not the answer for Manchester United.
So will you be there or are you working?
No, I will not be there. I will actually be at Wembley at the weekend. I'm going tonight, though, to Chelsea, Man United. But yeah, no, I'll be at Wembley working on Sunday, and I'm kind of glad in a way.
Well, we'll see.
When that came up, I was like, you know what? Yeah, happily go there.
Well, Angelina, enjoy tonight to start with, and we'll see where that brings us for the weekend. Big game. Thank you.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.